Good morning and welcome to all BSc third year students of Fishery Science in online lecture series of semester 6th, optional subject Fishery Science, paper number 15, Fishery Economics, Marketing, Fishery Cooperatives and Extension. In this paper, we have seen 2 units. Then in third unit, we have started study of fish cooperative society in India. In this study of fish cooperative societies, the first point which is to be have seen, that is the definitions of fishery economics. Then principles of fishery economics, various principles which is to be have seen during last 2 parts, from voluntary members, democratic voting rights, democratic management, service motive, then cooperation amongst the cooperatives, education, then profit, dividend or distribution of profit, bylaws, all these different principles which is to be seen in last bit. Now in today's part we have seen, that is the history of cooperative movement in India. Not today, but in ancient time, this cooperative society these are to be working, this cooperative society these are to be functioning. Then from which period, which time this movement these are to be started, these are to be act in our country, that is the history of cooperative movement in India, from which period it is to be functioning, which period it is to be performed. History of cooperative movement in India. History of cooperative movement in India. Cooperative was started in India by the government in order to save people from the evils of money lenders and their malpractices. Where this cooperative movement these are to be started in our country, cooperative movement was started in India by the government in order to save people. Government these are to be passed the order to save the people from evils of money lenders and their malpractices. Those are the money lenders, those are the malpractices which is to be appear in the cooperative societies. From these money lenders and the malpractices, their malpractices, we can save our people, we can save our public community. That's why this cooperative movement these are to be started, these are to be start to function. A big majority of Indian people have since age being living in villages and are dependent for their living on agriculture. A big majority of Indian people have since ages being living in villages and are dependent for their living on agriculture. During all these ages, little attention was paid. During all these ages, little attention was paid to education. People remain illiterate. People remain illiterate and ignored about the development in agriculture and hence involved in poverty and debt. Means during all these ages, all these period, little attention was paid by education. No attention these are to be given to the education, and that's why people remain illiterate and ignorant. बऱ्याच मॅक्झिमममध्ये मुलं किंवा लोक काय होते, अडाणीला आपण म्हणतो, माहिती नव्हती किंवा इग्नोरन्स करायचे, दुर्लक्ष करायचे, त्याच्याकडे डोळझाक करायचे. इट कॅन बी रिमेन्ड इलिटरेट अँड इग्नोर्ड अबाउट द डेव्हलपमेंट ऑफ ॲग्रिकल्चर अँड हेन्स इन्वॉल्ड इन पॉवर्टी अँड डेट. म्हणून हे लोक काय होते, जास्तीत जास्त बिलो पॉवर्टी लेवलला राहायचे किंवा बिलो डाऊट घ्यायचे, शंका घ्यायची. दे प्रोड्यूस ओनली ॲज मच ॲज दे रिक्वायर्ड. They produce only as much as they required for consumption in the nearer future. Those are required their future. Only it can be produced, only it can be born. Failures of crops, natural calamities, failures of crops, natural calamities, then cattle mortalities and other such calamities compelled the cultivators to burrows. Compelled the cultivator to burrows during pre-British period. The burrowing remained at low level because the loanable surplus surplus very little, and there was no legal protection to the lenders. There was no any legal protection to the lenders. Hence, during these failure of crops, during natural calamities, cattle mortalities, or other such immediate heavy rainfall, these are to be occur. Complete crop, these are to be destroyed. Heavy wind, these are to be occur. Disturbances, these are to be found. Then buildings, crops, these are to be fall down. These are the natural calamities during pre-British period. During pre-British period, the borrowing remained at a low level because the loanable surplus was very little and there was no legal protection to the lenders in that time, in that period. During British rule, value of property increased and money lenders got legal protection. जसे इंग्रज भारतात आले, प्रॉपर्टीची व्हॅल्यू काय झाली, वाढली, अँड देन लेंडर्स व्हॅल्यू ऑफ प्रॉपर्टी इन्क्रीज अँड मनी लेंडर्स गॉट लीगल प्रोटेक्शन. म्हणून मग मनी लेंडर्स आहेत किंवा जे सौदेबाजी करणारे आहेत, जे की व्यवसाय करणारे आहेत, जे की बिझनेस करणारे आहेत, मनी लेंडिंगचा पैशाची देवाणघेवाण करणं, दे कॅन लीगल प्रोटेक्शन. दॅट्स वाय दे कॅन टू टेक द रिवेंज ऑफ कॉमन मॅन, to take the revenge of fishermen or the fisher community. The amount of debt therefore rose higher and malpractices crept into the money lending profession. That is, amount of debt therefore rose higher and malpractices crept into the money lending profession. म्हणून जसजसं हे लिगल प्रोटेक्शन वाढलं तसं याच्यामध्ये करप्शन वाढलं किंवा ज्याला आपण म्हणतो माल प्रॅक्टिस वाढली. सून थिंग्स बिगन टू टेक ए सिरियस टर्न. In 1857, a large number of residents of Pune and Ahmednagar area rose in open hostility against the moneylender and broke out in violence. The problem soon assumed a seriousness. Means as soon as such thing these are to be occur, when such thing these are to be constant bombarding on the common people, then it can be violence. Soon thing began to take a serious turn in 1857, ज्याला म्हणतो आपण 1857चा उठाव. A large number of residents of Pune and Ahmednagar area rose in open hostility against the money lenders and broke out in violence. The problem soon assumed seriousness. The Famine Commission in 1901 reported that the Saukar, instead of being helped to agriculture, he became in some places an incubus upon it. बऱ्याच वेळेस सावकार किंवा ज्याच्याकडे पैसा आहे, मनी लेंडिंग करतात, हे काय करायचे, ॲग्रिकल्चर सेक्टरवर अन्याय करायचे किंवा इट कॅन बी टू टेक रिवेंज, बिकम सम प्लेसेस अँड इनबस अपॉन इट अँड इट इज टू बी more dangerous. It is to be inbound upon this. He charged unusual rate of interest and he took unfair advantages to the cultivators. मग ते काय करायचे, दंड लावायचे, गुन्हेगारी म्हणून लावायचे, गुन्हा केला तुम्ही वेळेत आणून दिलेलं नाही. ही कॅन चार्ज अनयुज्युअल रेट ऑफ इंटरेस्ट अँड ही टूक अनफेअर ॲडव्हान्टेज ऑफ द कल्टिवेटर. नको असलेलं ते कल्टिवेटरकडून ग्रोवरकडून काय करायचं, इट कॅन बी टेक द मनी. The necessities and the ignorance of the cultivator have placed a burden of indebtedness on them which they could not bear. त्यांनी जे गुन्हा केलेलाच नाही, त्यांनी जे चूक केलीच नाही, त्या चुकीबद्दल यांना काय करायचे, शिक्षा करायचे, यांच्याकडून जास्तीचं पेमेंट, जास्तीचे मनी बॉरोईंग करायचे. द बर्डन ऑफ indebtedness become hereditary and retained the cultivator classes in poverty from which there was no escape to the cultivator. हे जे काही मोठमोठे मनी लँडर्स आहेत, हे मनी लँडर छोट्या छोट्या शेतकऱ्यावर, छोट्या छोट्या व्यापाऱ्यावर काय करायचे, अन्याय करायचे, त्यांच्यावर काय करायचे, बर्डन आणायचे, अँड इट कॅन नॉट एस्केप. द मद्रास गव्हर्नमेंट कन्सिडरिंग ए कोऑपरेशन ॲज ए पॉसिबल रेमेडी deputed Mr. Frederick Nicholson to give his report on the possibility of introducing agriculture on land banks on the lines of European banks should be started. In Madras government considering cooperation as a possible remedy, departure or remedy deputed, who is the perform? Deputy Mr. Frederick Nicholson. It is the deputed person, it is the deputed man to give his result, to give his report on the possibility of introducing agriculture land banks on the lines of European and other banks. It can be give suggestion to Indian banks, it can be give suggestion to the Indian cooperative banks, or it can be agricultural bank, to see to these banks and to teach some aspect, to teach some point, how to take the borrowing condition, how to take the money lenders, how to take the different possible things about the cooperative society which is to be developed forming this sector. In the meantime, some experiments in cooperation had started. In the meantime, some experiment in cooperation had started with local intensives like mutual aid fund or Sadar Court Fund 1850, Punjawar Society 1892 etc. Means in some areas, in some societies, in some cooperative experiment in cooperation has started with local intensives like the mutual aid fund, or that is Sadar Court Fund in 1850 in a Punjawar society. In Bombay province, Sir William Wedderburn started first agricultural bank in 1882. In Bombay province, Sir William Wedderburn started first agricultural bank in 1882. He also recommended to the government to liquidate the debt due from the farmers. Those are the first bank, these are to be developed agriculture bank, these are to be formed in Bombay area by Sir William Wedderburn. These suggestions were not accepted by the government. Government realized the necessity of making some arrangement for financing the cultivator in time of need, but those suggestions which is to be given by Sir William Wedderburn, that suggestion these are to be not recommended, that these are to be not done, but this suggestion was accepted by the government, was not accepted by government. Government realized the necessity of making some arrangement for financing the cultivator in time of need. After this, many finance providing banks were developed. Government of India decided to introduce the cooperative movement in India and appointed a committee under the chairmanship of Sir Edward Law to make suitable prospectus for enacting a special law for the purpose. Means after this many finance providing banks were developed, the government of India decided to introduce the cooperative movement in India and appointed a committee under the chairmanship of Sir Edward Law, and this Sir Edward, these are to be law to make suitable proposals for enacting a special law of the purpose. Committee passed a Cooperative Credit Society Act 1900 pass. This committee, these are to be passed the rules, regulation, and committee passed a Cooperative Credit Society Act 1904. This act provided for the registration of credit society of primary nature. This cooperative society, these are to be act, this committee act provided for the registration of credit society of primary nature. The societies were classified into urban and rural societies. These began the era of cooperation in Indian economy. Era of cooperation in Indian economy. These are to be done. These are to be done. The origin of the Fishermen's Cooperative Society. The origin of the Fishermen's Cooperative Society can be traced back to the origin of cooperative movement in India. Some credit cooperative at Malabar coast come into existence during 1910 to 1950. The main aim was to provide them with short-term credit so that the fishermen could get rid of the middleman. These are to be to destroy the middleman. By 1944 to 1961, there were 200 fishermen's cooperative societies in India. The aim of organizing cooperatives in 1944 to 1961 was provide credit facilities to fishermen. In the third 5-year plan, more emphasis was given on linkage of cooperative credits to different activities of fish production. During 3 annual plan 1966 to 1969 and 4th 5-year plan, state government has adopted a policy of long-term lease to fishermen cooperative to concessional rates. In 1978, there was 4,429 fishermen cooperative societies in India. Out of them, 9 were apex, 62 were federal, and 4,358 were primary swap. Means in 1978 there was how many? 4,429 fishermen cooperatives in India. Out of these, 9 were apex cooperative societies, 62 were federal cooperative federations, and 4,358 were primary societies. Total members of these cooperative societies, total members were 5,18,329 against a total fishermen population. That population is 85,83,400. How much population of fishermen? It is to be 85,83,000, means near about 86 lakh fishermen population. In these 86 lakh population, only 5 lakh population, these are to be members of the cooperative society. Remember, imagine how much critical condition, how much ignorance, how much educational condition these are to be back. In June 1980, there were 5,831 primary cooperative society with a membership of 6 lakh fishermen. Means even in 19th century also, when these members, these are to be increasing, cooperative society, these are to be increased, but member is are to be not increasing constantly. It is to be just how much? 6 lakh member. Within the how much total population of fishermen population, near about 86 lakh population, only 6 lakh members are the cooperative society members, and 80 lakh members, these are not member of any cooperative society. That's why this cooperative society, these are to be important, it is to be important most used. Hence, cooperative movement started in India after passing the Cooperative Credit Society Act in 1904. Hence, cooperative movement is to be increased. There is tremendous, that is, backlogs, and these different backlogs, these are to be occur. These backlogs, these are to be fulfilled. Hence, cooperative movement started in India after passing the Cooperative Credit Society Act in 1904. It was felt that for the improvement of agriculturists, provision of easy financing is not sufficient, but selling of their product at moderate rate was essential. From this point of view, in Hubli and in Bombay, first cotton cooperative marketing. From this point of view, in Hubli and in Bombay, first cotton cooperative marketing society was formed. Later on, cooperative was given to the state. भारतातली पहिली कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटी कुठे डेव्हलप झाली आहे, फॉर्म झाली आहे? फर्स्ट कोऑपरेटिव्ह सोसायटी these are to be formed Hubli and Bombay. Hubli in Karnataka and Bombay in Maharashtra. In India, Maharashtra state is the leading state in cooperative marketing. In India, Maharashtra state is the leading state in cooperative. From this point of view, Hubli and Bombay first cotton cooperative marketing society was formed. Later on, cooperative was given to the state. In India, Maharashtra state is a leading state in cooperative marketing. In modern marketing, middlemen play important role, and his malpractices put both consumer and producer into loss. Both in modern marketing, middlemen play important role, and these middlemen, these are to be lost. Its malpractices, it's involved in cooperative society, involved in marketing. Both these are to be lost for consumers as well as loss for producer. Hence, to remove this middleman, this cooperative society, these are to be involved. Cooperative society, these are to be formed. Two alternatives are supplied to avoid the malpractice of middlemen. One alternative is organized market and other is cooperative market. To eliminate these middlemen, these complete removal of middlemen, two alternatives are applied to avoid these malpractices, to avoid middlemen in cooperative society. One alternative is to organized market and second is to cooperative society. When market, these are to be organized proper way, proper manner, these middlemen, these are to be eliminated, and when cooperative, these are to be managed. When cooperative market, these are to be performed, these middlemen, these are also eliminated, these are also lost. That's why these two ways these are to be done. In organized market, activities of middlemen are only controlled. In organized market, activities of middlemen are only controlled. Whereas in cooperative market, middleman is completely eliminated. Whereas in cooperative marketing, in cooperative sector, in marketing sector, all these middlemen, these are to be completely eliminated through applying the cooperative organization and cooperative marketing activities. In cooperative market, all functions are performed by cooperative societies. In cooperative market, all functions are performed by cooperative societies. In cooperative marketing, there is a direct link between the producer and consumer. In cooperative marketing, there is direct link between producer and consumer, and when producer and consumer, they can direct connect each other, these intermediaries, these middlemen, these are to be ultimately eliminated. Ultimately, these are to be eliminated. This is the ideal alternative to stop the exploitation of the producer and consumer. These middlemen, these intermediaries, these are to be eliminated, these are to be removed from the marketing, and this is the ideal alternative to stop the exploitation, to stop these middlemen. It is to be useful for producer as well as for beneficial, and from that point, from that period, these cooperative organizations, these cooperative society, these are to be formed and these are to be developed. With this, in short, cooperative movement, these are to be started in India, and these cooperative movement, these are to be started in India, and it is to be started from Maharashtra, and that's why Maharashtra is cooperative state. It is the leading state, and maximum cooperative societies, maximum cooperative federations, these state level federations, regional level federations, apex bodies, these are to be developed, these are to be working very well and very good condition in Maharashtra in last 50 years. That's why these study of cooperative society movement, these are to be essential to understand the things and to understand the current condition of these cooperative societies. Hope you understood all these cooperative societies study, which is to be essential, which is to be most important. Here we have complete this article. Thank you all of you.